New foundations of spirituality are going to start to come up as Neptune moves into Aries. And one of the things about Aries is that it is war-centered energy a lot of the time. So these new foundations are probably going to put people at odds. As if we don't disagree with what the spiritual community is enough. Okay, it's a lot already. So I just want to bring it to awareness or bring it into point of like things to look at within the community and within your like offline communities as well. Because there's new spiritual foundations getting set up, we're also entering into a new 14-year era. That's part of the reason this is happening. Neptune is starting at a new transition. It's a new transit, which we've kind of seen in 2025, but we got like a glimpse of it and then we cleared out things that didn't really work. And now we have the full-fledged beginning. It's like if you get to see the trailer of a movie before you see the actual movie. 2025, part of it was a little bit of the trailer. And then we got to decide, where do we want to sit in the theater? We have to go to the movie. Okay, we don't get to skip the transit. So where do we want to sit in the theater? And do we want to bring snacks? You want to go to the store first? What's the plan, right? Okay. Who are you going with also? So because there's going to be new foundations with spirituality getting set up, it's also going to, for the first couple of years, look a lot like mergings of system. There's this system of work and there's this other system of work, and we've worked in it for a while. Neptune and Pisces, okay? It's a home space of Neptune, Pisces energy. But now we're starting something different, which means those systems with Saturn in Aries as well as Neptune in Aries are going to get smushed together to make some new stuff. It's going to be kind of messy, especially because the Aquarius eclipse is happening at the same time, or like throughout those years that Saturn is in Aries. So because there's going to be messy stuff, expect for some of it to fail. Okay, this is not me trying to be a Debbie Downer. This is just me letting you know not all of it is going to work, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we have to run into a wall to realize that there's even a wall there. Neptune is blinding. Aries is the child, okay? So we might accidentally stub a toe once or twice. Not a bad thing. Just something to look out for. Because as you're creating these new systems and you're creating these new spiritual foundations for you and your community and the people that you're reaching, there will be some trial and error. A lot of it we already have foundation in, okay? Neptune and Pisces brought us into a lot of spiritual foundation. It brought us home to our spirituality. It kind of brought it back up in society on a big way and a big level as well. So now that we have these mergings of systems, especially for the first couple of years, like I said, of this transit while Saturn's in Aries and the Aquarius eclipses are turning, there's going to be a lot that we are learning as a community. Be as kind and gentle as it is necessary if someone is, putting things together that may not necessarily be of benefit. Usually it will be very apparent. This is not me trying to pre-start a fight. That's not what this is. This is me saying that there might be more of that. So let's diffuse it. Let's pre-diffuse it, right? Okay. Now that is to say, probably because systems are getting smushed together and we're building new stuff and new spiritual foundations, there's probably going to be, especially with Pluto in Aquarius and the Aquarius eclipses are turning at the same time as Saturn is in Aries, Neptune being its era starting in Aries, right? There's probably going to be a lot of ancestral lessons, especially if you look like this lady right here. If you get checked, just take your time with it, unpack it as you need to, okay? But also there's going to be a lot of weird ancestral stuff that is related to this, that is happening. Relate on a personal level, especially if you're tapped into spirit, you're probably able to already see it moving in society. I know spirit has had my eyes open to a lot of things in that area for a while, but it feels like very personal. So relate as necessary. If I feel like I need to talk on it, I will in another video. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. So if you feel it's necessary, keep your eyes on it. Just get ready for stuff to be messy, spiritually speaking, for a while. Messy can be fun, okay? Kids with paint on their fingers, messy, but it ends up being really beautiful. And then also, you have a pretty picture at the end. Thanks, kid. Love you. That's awesome. That's beautiful. I love it. It's great. And that is exactly how the spirits are going to look at us for several years. Aw, isn't that cute? Look at what you made with those little finger paints. Look at you. That's so adorable. Those 1,000-year-old beings that are staring at us, just watching us create messes that are of spiritual natures. That's what it's going to be for a couple years. Don't let the kids fight at recess. That's the other part of this, though, because it is Aries, so it's a little bit aggressive. Okay. Use that aggression to create a lot of stuff, not necessarily go after other people, unless your creation is going after other people, and then, I don't know, discern for you if that's really true, because if that's the mission you're on, I'm not here to judge you either. You know what I mean? Okay. Resistance, necessary for a reason. We're seeing that very actively right now, okay? Stay safe out there also. Drink your water war. Gratitude, reverence, and love to you. Stay safe if you're doing things like you would do, right? Okay. Keep up the brew that you do. Get ready to have some fun like a kid would with spiritual stuff. Also understand it's going to be a little messy. Stuff may make a lot of sense, but also may not make a lot of sense at the same time. And just look out for aggression. The aggressors, maybe, there's going to be navigation skills with that as well. TLDR at the end. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Also true. And and I'll keep up my work too. We've got things to do. Okay, so I will be doing and brewing. Here we go.